Hey everybody, Brian with Buffalo Beer Reviews back from Clarence Center on a little wet sort of afternoon. I have something from our general sort of region today, something I was excited about seeing when I came across it in the store, and that's the Collective Arts IPA number 11. I was excited because I did not get a chance to run across or purchase or have 9 or 10. If you guys aren't familiar, IPA number 9 was supposed to be a brute IPA, which necessarily wasn't a turnoff for me. I know that the brutes didn't seem to be really well received by a lot of the population. And IPA number 10 was a nano IPA, which is one of the stupidest things, in my opinion, that I've ever heard. Probably the same mode of thinking that a lot of the brute IPA, dismayers didn't like either. But a 3.25% IPA just didn't really seem to be worth the time or the money or the effort or anything like that. So even if I did come across that, probably wasn't going to buy it. So saw IPA number 11. It looked right on the mark. This is a 5.8% ABV brew. No IBUs noted off of Untappd. And the little write-up says IPA 11 is all about balance. We took Idaho 7 hops, bursting with big tropical fruit notes, and paired it with a favorite good old citrusy Mosaic. Next we added Lactose to balance it all out, balance out all those big hop flavors, and give this thing a flavorful double dry hop IPA, silky smooth mouthfeel. Yeah, right out of Hamilton, Ontario, right across the bridge from us. I say right across the bridge, practically right across the bridge. The first couple I had, you guys will see what I'm talking about momentarily. It was just a really nice, welcome sort of return to the basics, return to the formula that I think is popular, that is going to make a lot of people continue their faith in the IPA numbered line by Collective Arts, right? Cool artwork. I'm trying to see it in the reflection of the lens here. Cool artwork. And that's really the MO of Collective Arts. Art, music, brew, stuff like that. I don't really have any other write-up on the can. IPA brewed with Lactose, Mosaic, and Idaho 7. So you can see this right here. Boom. I mean, that's back to your basic, classic sort of hazy IPA. I think from the way that this thing looks and smells and drinks, I would be comfortable considering either New England or, New England with Lactose. It's definitely not like a milkshake sort of vibe, but it's nice. Real pale yellow. Not as pale as I've seen, but it's right up there. And it's murky and hazy and unfiltered as it gets. It's got some nice carbonation and a thin-ing sort of head to it. And you lead right into that great Idaho 7, which is quickly kind of rising in the ranks of something that I like to experiment with, because you get these really nice piney, earthy sort of notes with the citrus component, but the citrus component isn't light and coffee. It's a little bit of that concentrated packs a punch sort of citrus notes, and it hits your nose really nicely, and it smells nice. And I think I'm getting the flowery green notes from the Mosaic, and that's just a late sort of nose pickup. Nothing really out of the ordinary in terms of like lactose on the nose or any weird sweetness or candied sort of sugary stuff. Nothing like that. So looks the part, smells the part. It's got the great the appropriate names and hops and stuff like that. So let's see how this thing drinks, right? IPA number 11 from Collective Arts. Puts a smile on my face. Finally, it's been a while, Man, and it's a little bit different sort of sensation. You get this rush of aroma into your nose and your sinuses as you're drinking, and they just pair really nicely with each other. And you're right, it's this tangerine orange sort of concoction that's nice, but it's not all citrusy and acidic. It's grounded with this earthy, piney sort of characteristics, and it's nice. And I think those are the characteristics that play nicely with the Mosaic, but also then the citrus notes, I think, contrast a little bit with the Mosaic, and it gives you, your nice balance. Man, this is nice. This is what I was hoping that IPA number 11 would be when I saw the hop profile. And since I hadn't had 9 and 10, this is exactly what I was hoping for. There's a whole bunch of great IPA numbered beers that we all love. Number 4, number 5. I liked number 8. All those numbers that you have in your head that that you enjoy drinking. I was hoping that this would be as enjoyable, and it really is. I mean, the flavors are on point. I've had this in my refrigerator for about, say, a week and a half, maybe just shy of 2 weeks. And I feel as though the Idaho 7 has kind of matured a little bit to an extent where it's even a little bit more potent on the citrus notes, and it's really nice. What else can I tell you about it? The lactose, I find as though it lends to this really creamy sort of texture to the body, to the liquid. I think it takes any of the harshness out of either the hops or the grain profile or the malt profile, and you're left with this. It's not sweet. I'd say it's like a semi-sweet, smooth drinking IPA that's got these highlights of citrus and earthy, piney, and green floral notes. So it's really nice wash through of smoothness with these notes that pop out from it. Yeah, so the mouthfeel is nice, and this is a robust medium-bodied beer, I'd say. For 5.8%, I was really happy. It was refreshing to see a beer put out that's in the high fives. And I've said it to whoever will listen to me. I don't think that's a cop-out. It's not in the sessionable range, but that 5.7, 5.8, 5.9, those are just ranges that you don't see very often, and it's okay. Like, you can have this beer. It's extremely enjoyable, but it doesn't have to ruin your entire afternoon. You can have a beer, boom, maybe have 2, and still be functional, and I don't see anything wrong with that. Yeah, the mouthfeel is really great. The aftertaste is just light and bright, with just a hint of sort of sweetness coating your mouth. But that's not bad. There's nothing really to the burp either. So yeah, Mosaic and Idaho 7, absolutely, with a nice lactose shine to it. Really nice, really nice. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is not going to be a hard beer to finish. Actually, next time I have off, I'm going to see if Premier Gourmet doesn't have any more of it. I got this 4-pack at Consumers up on Klein, Transit and Klein. I got it at that Consumers. So if you guys are in the market and you guys think that this looks like it's right up your alley, that's where I got it. And I'm going to try to check Premier Gourmet, because I've had a lot of good luck there with the IPA series, and I just really dig their selection overall. So that's it for me, guys. I know I say it every video, but I really do appreciate all the clicks and the watches and the subscriptions. My subscriber count seems to be, I get up to above 300 and then I'll lose 3 or 4 subscribers in a row. It doesn't really make any difference to me. I just hope you guys enjoy watching the videos. And that's really about it for me, guys. So until next time, guys, Cheers.